Namaste yogis. Welcome to your Mod Monday. I'm Carter, and today I'm going to break down extended side angle. Props that you may need is a block. All right, let's get to our mat. All right, yogis, extended side angle. Standing posture that's strong for the legs, opens up through the pelvis and the shoulders. A lot of times when we get into it, we're getting into it from another standing posture, but let's start with the foundation. And the foundation is a nice wide stance. And when we talk about wide stance, we like to extend our arms out nice and wide. And as if we drop our fingers down, that's where our ankles are. So maybe a little bit wider than you would think. And then the alignment would be right heel intersects that back arch. Hips are pretty square to the long edge of the mat, so are the shoulders. And then the right knee bends, but it doesn't pass the ankle. So if you get over the ankle, you just want to either bend less or scoot that right foot forward. Now, if you're a little bit more tighter in the hips and the side body, you take this block and you're going to bring it on the inside of that right foot. And if you have a block, you got three settings. You got the lowest, you got medium, you got high. I always like to start at the high setting, and then I can kind of manipulate it as I go from there. All right, so with this nice wide stance, you're just going to take your right forearm and you're going to rest it on your right thigh. You want to make sure that right hand stays awake. So you're going to swivel the palm up, and you can do a mudra if you'd like, thumb to index finger or middle finger, to make sure that the energy stays awake into that hand. We're drawing the left shoulder, left hip back, and then we're going to extend that left arm up and over that left ear. So the left side body is nice and long. You're reaching from that left middle finger all the way down to that left ankle. As you draw the left shoulder and left hip back, you want to make sure this right knee presses out towards right pinky toe. So we're opening up through the chest, opening up through the pelvis, and we're finding the length and extension to the left side body as we stay here. So modifications. You can take left hand and you just rest it on the hip. So if your left shoulder is feeling a little overworked today, you can keep that hand here, or you can extend it straight on up towards the ceiling with any rotation that works for the shoulder. Now, if you're like a lot of us sitting at a desk for long periods of time and you want to open up a little bit through that front of the left shoulder and left side of the chest, you can slide that left hand behind the back and you can let it just dangle there, or you can press the back of the hand into that hip and you can draw that shoulder back as you lift the gaze, and that's going to give you a nice opening up through that left shoulder. But be mindful of when you do that, this right knee has a tendency to drop in because we're drawing the hip back. So we're drawing this back, we're opening up through the hips. Now let's take a look at this right arm. So if you're having any issues with that, the pressure onto the right thigh or knee, you can bring the hand down to a block and you can use this for some support, either into a fist or the palm down, and you can press down. That sometimes helps support the legs as you extend and lengthen. Now, if you have the flexibility, you don't necessarily need the block. You can bring the hand all the way down to the floor. And what this is nice is for is if you're really open through the shoulders and hips and you need a bind, or you need something to give you more sensation, you can take this right elbow, you can slide it underneath the right knee, and then you can search for the left fingers for this bind. And then you can lengthen here. Now, the idea of knowing if this is too much is if this left shoulder and chest drop down. So if you bring the hand down and the heart drops to the floor, you may be going a little bit too far. So bring the elbow up or come onto a block. All right, I hope this works for you. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment section below. If you like this modification, give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can keep updated on the latest content. See you on your mat. Nice work. Peace.